The Anti-Corruption Foundation is a Russian non-profit organization based in Moscow established in 2011 by activist and politician Alexei Navalny. Its main goal is to investigate and to expose corruption cases among high-ranking Russian government officials, and it has accused the government of retaliating against it and its members several times for its investigations. The organization is funded by private donations. Among other activities, the foundation publishes movies on YouTube about corruption of Russian officials, such as Chaika and He Is Not Demon to You. The organization is currently in liquidation following being ordered by a Russian court to pay 29.2 million rubles to a company for lost profits and damage to reputation, following an investigation into mass food poisoning of schoolchildren in Moscow. At the same time, the Anti-Corruption Foundation brand has been preserved. Anti-Corruption Foundation carries out investigations into corruption by Russian authorities. They are taking measures to prevent stealing of budget money. FBK also helps people make sure that authorities work correctly to provide normal conditions in the field of utilities sector, transport, roadways, elections, etc. FBK Executive Director Vladimir Ashurkov formulated the fund's strategy as pressure on the authorities in order to push them towards internal reforms, working in two directions: organizing situations in which government structures will feel pressure, and creating a real alternative to the current power system. The foundation was registered on September 9, 2011. According to Vladimir Ashurkov, the founders of the fund gained experience in public and transparent fundraising by organizing financing for the Rospil project. A significant amount was collected through the Yandex money payment system, which provided financial support for the project for a year. In parallel, the founders of the fund are working on the idea of involving on a permanent basis professional lawyers and economists in the search for and suppression of corruption schemes in the public procurement system. The contractual basis will allow to get some guarantees. In contrast to the scheme for working with volunteers, FBK is funded by money transfers from its supporters. Mostly these are donations from ordinary people. According to Ashurkov, constant fundraising is a necessary condition for the functioning of the fund. The creators want to build a system that will allow the fund not to depend on one source of funding. In April 2012, the creators estimated the fund's annual budget at approximately $300,000. If more funds are available, the fund will expand. In 2013, the fund raised 23 million rubles through donations. In 2014, the budget was 28.5 million rubles. In 2016, it was 45 million rubles. The first public sponsors of the fund on February 13, 2012 were the son of the founder of PJSC Wimpel.com, businessman Boris Zimin, and former manager of Alpha Group Vladimir Ashurkov. On May 30, 2012, the list of the first 16 sponsors of the fund was announced. According to Navalny, they have already transferred 4.4 million rubles and guaranteed another 4 million for the second half of the year, which provides most of the planned annual budget of the fund. According to Vladimir Ashurkov and Navalny, the negotiations took place for 3 months, and some of those with whom they took place eventually decided to refrain from making contributions to the fund. However, many of those who ended up supporting the project, despite not being bound by any contractual obligations, promised to make regular donations. This allows to plan the activities of the fund. In case of an increase in voluntary contributions, it is planned to develop the staff of the fund's projects, giving a special role to the anti-corruption Rospil. Moreover, all business representatives support the fund financially as individuals. According to Navalny, in order to help potential donors decide to support the fund and similar projects, the first of those who have already done so will announce their names. And Vladimir Ashurkov suggested that later the names of those who financially support the fund will not be made public, except for cases when the donors themselves ask for it. Ashurkov said that Alpha Group's top manager Alexei Savchenko appeared on the list of sponsors, thanks to his acquaintance with him. Navalny noted that the fund has no other sponsors from Alpha. Political scientist Stanislav Belkovsky noted the interest of representatives of big business in the opposition, highlighting Mikhail Friedman as a funding strategy for the fund. Navalny stated the collection of small donations, but with the involvement of a wide range of donors, emphasizing the importance of mass support. Nikita Kulachenkov is also part of the investigation department. The FBK project managers are Leonid Volkov, Anna Dodonova, Ruslan Shevadanov, Ilya Pakhomov, Maria Vyasochina. The legal department includes Alexa